It is now my pleasure to introduce you to Bhai Sahib by Mohinder Singh Ahluwalia, officer of Her Majesty the Queen's British Empire and Knight of the Order of St. Gregory the Great. He is the third in line of spiritual leaders serving the transitional Sikh faith-based organization Guru Nanak Nishkam Sevak Jata. He is passionate about empowering individuals and organizations through mobilizing values and virtues. Bhai Sahib holds significant honorary positions for his work on peace and reconciliation. He was recipient of the 2017 Global Thinkers Forum Award and the 2016 African Interfaith Harmony Award. Please welcome Bhai Sahib.
Beloved sisters and brothers, greetings. We stand in the midst of a global pandemic and at the brink of environmental disaster. For the change that is necessary to save our planet, we must reach beyond all things material to the heart of all thought and deed, our consciousness. This will enable the seismic shift required in our collective mindset with the underlying values of compassion, truthfulness, contentment, humility, and love to make the difference. We need to water the seeds of this quiet revolution by recognizing that the world's religions have an important, though under-recognized, contribution to make. The Sikh Dharma or faith is no exception. It was founded by Guru Nanak Dev Ji, whose very arrival in the world resulted from a cry for help or pukar from our planet burdened by the weight of human ingratitude, selfish possessiveness, greed and exploitation. The Guru Granth Sahib Ji, our revered scriptures and the highest spiritual authority for the Sikhs, informs us that humans are the most evolved form of life, above matter, vegetation, and animals. We are thus placed on this earth as responsible custodians. We are encouraged to have respect for non-human and the inanimate world as well. According to the Sikh teachings, God created Kudrat, or the universal cosmos, in which he dwells and delights. This highlights that as per God's hukum or divine law, every aspect of creation is interconnected and interdependent. Sikhs are required to revere our planet, held in equilibrium by the power of God's compassion as a dharmsal, a place to practice dharma. By seeing the earth as sacred, we should accord it the same respect given to the place of worship. Sikhs always pray for the betterment of all. Sarbat da Pala. We should celebrate diversity, transcend our differences, and form solidarity to ensure people, society, and the environment flourishes. In our daily prayers, Sikhs recite the words Pavan Guru, Pani Pita, Mata Tart Mahat, where air is likened to the Guru, water to the Father, and earth to the loving Mother. This instills in us a feeling of deep gratitude towards Kudrat or nature, as second only to God. We are urged to live responsibly in the world and to inspire others to do so. This duty is in fact a requirement of our faith. Once again, the planet's cry for help is being heard loud and clear. In our ever-increasing desire for profit and consumption, we have waged a relentless global war on nature and permitted the destruction of its wonderfully intricate web of life. To protect, preserve, and save the earth and resources is not optional. It is our religious and secular responsibility. A collective new consciousness is thus necessary. This can be supported by value-led education from birth to demise. It is a slow process which requires generational change, but we must start now before it is too late. Establishing the Faith for Earth Coalition will help us achieve the Sustainable Development Goals for all humanity, leaving no one behind. Collectively, we must foster a shared culture of respect and reverence for the Earth's resources. In this work, the world's faith traditions and indigenous communities can provide vital illumination, inspiration, and direction. They must be part of policy making as a positive force for change. As faith-based leaders, organizations, movements, and governments, we must work together and at a pace to undo the untold damage that has been done to the environment. We must work closely with those at the cutting edge, particularly women from indigenous communities who know best how to preserve and protect the Earth's precious resources. Inner change must precede outer change. At an individual level, we must nurture our own spiritual development. In the Sikh characteristic spirit of Chaddi Kala, or courageous optimism, let us build shared values and ethics to care for a world divinely entrusted to us. Let us make the shift from being the exploiters of the Earth's resources to its deeply indebted custodians, so that the legacy we leave for future generations may have the most positive and furthest reaching effects. Thank you.